everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will be doing some recap of the 3.4 dev stream together. And I really can express how much excited I am for the 3.4 because there is Fate Collapse and Finon will finally make an appearance as a playable character. And so without further ado, let us start into the video now. For the 3.4 main story, the title for it is called For the Sun is Sad to Die, is where we will explore what happened to Finon as we saw where they dare to put cliffhanger of Finon meeting with Siren in the 3.3 patch. And I really can't wait for seeing what happened inside this story, and hopefully we will get some more explanation from Finon. And as the 3.4 story keeps progressing, the system of As I Have Written will get a major update. With this update of the As I Have Written, we will able to get glimpse of the true nature of the Anthurios. And along with the new major update from a book, now the As I Have Written become some sort of system, which I will be definitely will trace it out during the patch is up. And aside from As I Have Written's update, we also finally able to get a skip of the story progress of dialogues, which for many people probably an exciting news. And as you guys will be skipping, there will be a summary of what happened during that chapter that you guys skip, which means that it's less reading and you guys can skip quickly. And of course, aside from skipping the dialogues, we will also able to do some story recaps, which we yet know how is it features, but definitely there will be the story recaps. As for another thing in the 3.4, there will be a new Celestial Myriad that will be coming out. Though by the time this video will be posted and out, the Myriad probably is already out, and alongside from the Celestial Myriad that been probably roar bombing us, there will be also a new animated source where this time is feature Finon. And alongside with this animated source, there will be a special song just for Finon. And so let us look for what Finon's kid can do together. Finon is a physical destruction unit, which probably I think will be the most meta-defined unit ever. Probably even surpass Castorius and then Acheron. But please just take this as my own opinion and take it from the grain of the salt. But anyway, let us look at his kits together. Finon's normal attack will deal physical damage to one designated enemy. As for his skill, he will target one enemy and the adjacents with physical damage. At the same time, using his skill will gain 2 core frames necessary for his ultimate. But at the same time, he will also gain core flames if he become a target of ally skills, which is really important as you guys get only ultimate using the core flames. And once you guys collected 12 core flames, he will be able to transform himself into a god form and then create a territory. And during that territory time, all the allies will be gone, but all the buffs that he gains from the allies will still be there to support him. Inside his territory, he gains 3 new types of ability, which are Creations, Calamity, and Foundation. Each of course with their own unique ability as well. In these forms, when he using the power of the creation, he will be obtaining 2 Scorch stats where at the same time he also dealing damage to one decided enemy and then the adjacent of it. And this Scourge will be used for his new stage where it's called as the Soul Scourge Edict. Where using the Scourge, it will also at the same time force all the enemies to immediately take action. And as the enemies all have taken actions, Finons will be countering attack with all the damages that he been dealt with. Of course, in this set, he will gain damage reductions, which help him survive even more. And by using the power of Creation and Calamity, he will keep gaining those score stacks that will enable him to remove all the debuffs on himself At the same time, by using those stacks, he will able to deal bounce damage to all enemies. And if he consumes all the stacks of the Scourge, he will deal extra damage to all enemies. After using all his stacks, he will return to his normal form and yeah. As for his offense ability, he will cost 2 technique points. He will delete all the enemies in the field within certain radius, which is basically like another form of Akaron. And if those techniques did not hit the enemy, those 2 technique points will not be consumed. When finals were in the team, the max cap for the technique point will increase by 3. And at the same time, if he were to enter the battle using his technique, he will regenerate energy for all his allies. At the same time, at the start of each wave, he will deal damage to all enemies. And at the same time, he will gain the stacks of Scourge. As the 3.4 story keep evolving, we will be visiting Final's old hometown, Aedes Elysiae, where we will be treated with many new maps that we will be able to explore as the story keeps progressing. So please look forward to all these new maps and more adventure evolving these new maps. And in this patch, the long-awaited buffs for Silver Wolf, Blade, and Kafka along with Jinryu is finally out. Silver Wolf buff is that during her ultimate, all enemies will get defense lowered instead of just one enemy. And at the same time, she will prioritize adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character in your lineups. At the same time, she will regenerate extra energy at the start of the combat. And also at the same time, she also regenerates energy at the beginning of each turn. As for Kafka, after her buff, she will trigger more dots damage using her skill than the before buff. And when any allies hit enemy that have targets with any kind of attack, whether it's skill, ultimate, or normal attack, Kafka will now at the same time will also launch a follow-up attack. When looking at certain traces, the follow-up attack now also can trigger another extra dots damage. After the buff, using her ultimate will trigger a system that resets the numbers of follow-up attack that she can do. As for Blade, with his buff, he will now dealing damage to enemies based on his HP instead of his attack percent. And when during Hellscape stage, Blade now will get targeted more often, and at the same time he will regenerate more energy by using his follow-up attack. As for Jinryu, she also at the same time with Blade will be scarce of using HP. And when her allies loses HP, Jinryu able to stack extra crit damage. When she enters the Spectral Transmigration state, she now will able to gain a stack of Shisuji which previously cannot. And all these units will also at the same time will get reworked on the endurance to fit their new kits better. So make sure to check the endurance for further information. And if by chance any of you want to stick to the old kits, you guys can just turn off the new buff, and so you guys can use the old kit once again. And as for you guys who are the fans of Firefly and Sam, they got a new costume where this time that Firefly changed her school uniform into a better one, and Sam will get another pen job. Spring Missive will cost you guys 1,680 for normal price, and for the discounted price it will be 1,350. So make sure to grab it if you guys are the fans of Firefly. Now let us speak about banners. In the phase 1 we will have Finon with the banner called the Evermore Burn as the Sun, where for the first star it will have Tingyun, March 7, and Yukong. As for the Lycon, the Purification where the dust burns the down Lycon will be appearing alongside with a new 4-star Lycon. Make sure to check them out. For the first phase reruns, there will be Triby, Sunday, and Sparkle along with their repetitive icons. And in the second house, we have Firefly, Qingliu, and Blade. And also that phase will be run with their own repetitive icons. And for the first star in this banner, it will be Hanya, Lynx, and Duka. And for Kafka and Silverwolf, they will appearing in the 3.5 reruns. And there will be a newly added 8 4-star icons for the Battle Pass. So this time all 8 will featuring the Rhinoceros heroes in their younger days. Back to the events. This time the Origami Bird class is making a return. This time the IPC itself are sponsoring the Origami Bird class. I really can't wait to see what the IPCs will be giving us. This time instead of moving at the same time, the two players will taking turns of taking their turns. So it will make things probably more easier or maybe it's more strategic. And as per usual, the gift of Odyssey is making a return. Both of the Planetary Fissure and the Rim of Strange events will be making a return as well. In the 3.4, there is a new association material called Shara Bat of Twilight. It's for win character units. So make sure to keep an eye on it for Siandra, given that Saber did not need this association material. At the same time, in the 3.4, we will be introduced to 2 new Paranarals. What the effect of it, we probably will know when the patch is out. Now, let us start off with some news with that this year there will be an annual Hoyo Fest of Light, where the exhibition itself will be begins at July. So make sure to check the news for the Hoyo Fest. This year, Hoyo also will be joining with Anime Expo. So make sure to go to Anime Expo and see what's happening. Now, let us go to the main expression aside from the main story, which is the Fat Stay Night collab. In the Fast Stay Night collapse, there will be 2 parts of the story itself, where one is where we play the Holy Grail War mission itself, which is like main story, and the second one is more geared to events where we do mini games or things like that. There will be total 7 masters that will participate in this Holy Grail War, and each have their own historical figures, aka servants to someone. Of course, one of the masters will be the Trailblazer themselves. And for the second master, we have Miss Robin herself. And for the third master, we have Mr. Aventurin. And of course, we cannot forget our Galaxy Rangers Boot Hill. Aside from the aforementioned master, we also have Saber, Archer, and Lancer as the servants in this Holy Grail War. Who knows, maybe we will able to get Lancer in the future. As for the Fast Day Night Collapse event, it will start at the July 11. So make sure to mark your calendars for when you guys able to summon Saber and Lancer. Saber is Wind Destruction unit, where she is really powerful and using her Excalibur. Well, when Saber enters the battle, she will gain certain amount of stack of core resonance. When Saber using her technique to enter the combat, she will gain combat buffs and also more of core resonances. Her normal attack will be attacking one enemy. Using her skill, she will deal damage to one enemy and all the adjustments of the enemies. And if she has enough core resonance by using her skill, she will be consume those core resonances in order to regenerate a massive amount of energy for her set. And also, it will increase her skill damage. In order to gain more core resonances, if the allies using their ultimate, she will gain more stacks of core resonances. When using her Excalibur ultimate, she will deal damage to all enemies, and also will turn her normal attack into enchanted attacks. During the enchanted state, she can deal damage to all enemies, and at the same time, it will generate more core stack. And if all the energy that she generates and whatever the core resonance generate has exceeded the amount of energy that Saber needs. Saber then will immediately take action, which means he can use more Excalibur as quickly as possible. Now, let us move to Archer. Archer is Quantum Hunt unit. He is the very first male Quantum that we even have. When Archer deals damage with his normal attack, he will deal damage to one enemy. And when Archer using his skill, he will consume 2 SP points in order to enter the circuit connections stage. And in this stage, he will be using Colored Bulk and dealing damage to one enemy. While he is still in the secret connection point, he will never end his turn unless he runs out of SP. And when Archer using his ultimate, Archer will definitely chant his unlimited backward chant, and in that ultimate he will be dealing damage to one enemy. And of course that's not all. His ultimate will grant Archer a special charge, and using that charge whenever allies attacking enemies, he will using that special charge to do follow-up attacks. And at the same time, will also be recovering skills point for all the allies. When he using his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to all enemies, and also at the same time will obtain the special charge. When the July 11 is arrived, we are able to claim Archer for free immediately during the login. So make sure to check your in-game mailbox to claim Archer. Now, let us address the collapse banner. Both banners will start at the July 11 when the collapse starts. We have Saber along with her signature icons, a Tangless Coronations, and Archer with his signature icon, the Hellward Ideas Wounds, which of course his banner's name is the I am the bone of my sword. Both Saber and Archer will share the same PT, so make sure to keep that in mind. But they will not be shared the same PT as the others like Finon or the Riras banners. This also implies for the Lycons banners. And the good news is, Saber and Archer banner as of now there is no ending date yet. So this banner will stay a very long time. So make sure to plan your purse carefully. A very special limited time event will be launched after probably the day after of the 3.4 patch is out, where we will be able to cumulative the 200 pools that we have with shadow for Finance banner, Rearance banner, and the Collapse banner, where if we manage to get 200 pool, we will be able to claim a free limited 5-star icons for Archer. So make sure to keep this in mind that this only available for the 3.4 only. After the event story itself already done within the fast technique and started collapse event, there will be a new event where Squirrel Room will installing data of the Holy Grail War into simulated universe of some kind, where we will be able to battle with other people like Percival Argenti in a similar way of the Holy Grail War but Honkai starter version. So make sure to look forward to this, as there will be plenty of rewards like Primo Gems and other bonuses. And with that, thank you very much for joining me on my video of the 3.4 dev stream summary. I really hope you guys able to enjoy the video and it will be helpful for you guys to understanding what's happening in the 3.4. With that, thank you very much for joining me on my video. I will see you guys next time where we will be pulling for the 3.4 together. Bye bye everyone!